Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're having a great start of the week so far. And welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. Wanted to do a full full update here, talking about everything you need to know. So we'll go over that. In general, the week started relatively bullish. I mean, overall, if you take a look at the weekly, I think we had in terms of the weekly close, obviously it's relatively bullish, or at least it's going to be bullish. And so far, the market start this week has been strong as well. Although I have to say, and that's what I mostly wanted to talk about in this video, is that the market at the moment is kind of giving off mixed signals. All right. First of all, this whole move that we had was with a lot of leverage, as you can see down here, and the leverage is still going up right now. Almost at the all-time highs in terms of leverage, which we also had when the price reached the all-time high right here at 93,500. So a lot of leverage going into the markets, going into Monday morning is not necessarily what I like. And then especially what we're seeing as well right now is that the Coinbase premium is at it's kind of shifting between that premium and discounts, which was also the case yesterday. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to crash. But that does show us that there's less demand coming from the US compared to before. And what we also saw last week when we were talking about Thursday and Friday, there was quite a lot of, especially if you take a look at the ETF inflows and outflows, there was quite a lot of outflows on Thursday and Fridays comparatively. So today again, and we'll take a look at some more factors you need to know about because there's a lot we need to look at. But today, one of the main things that's something we'll have to keep an eye on is how the US markets open, all right? Because as most of you remember, last Friday, what happened is that we actually had a pretty decent sell-off in stocks, right? So that's what you can see right now. They are pre-markets trading a little bit higher. The dollar strength index is at resistance here, all right? Still at a very strong resistance, and it's getting higher and higher into that resistance. So I would say it's most likely we're actually going to open with a bit of a bounce with stock markets. And that would be bullish for the start of the US session. Then we can also see a Coinbase premium coming back in. And that in general would be enough, I think, to actually hold this bullish momentum and to go for that previous all-time high again. But that is something we need to keep an eye on, all right? Will the stock markets actually open bullish? Will we actually see a Coinbase premium return? Which at the moment we are at a Coinbase premium, but it's shifting between a premium and a discount, right? So that's going to be crucial. Like I said, given what we've seen last Friday and given the current position of the stock markets and other macroeconomic factors, I would say it's most likely that we will see it return, but we'll keep an eye on that. And at the same point of time, what I also, like I said, with the mixed signals, what's also true is that right now the funding rate is getting quite elevated again. It's the most elevated since it was last week Sunday. Back then we also had a little bit of a flush. So in general, looking at the markets right now, I would say we are still very bullish, obviously, especially since we've been able to very nicely hold this level right here at 89,500. So for now, I don't see enough bearish confirmations or things that make me doubt to tell you that we are going to drop down lower. I think it's more likely we're going for those previous all-time highs. But with the leverage right now in the markets, with the funding rates that are quite elevated, and with, in general, a little bit more uncertainty compared to last week, what I would say is most likely in terms of price action right now is that we will have some sort of a mini flush right here, potentially going into that level around 90,000 again before getting back up here and getting into that level at 93,500. Now, the flush, what you should know about that is that that's probably, or flush, it's not going to be a huge flush, but a little bit of a pullback, let's call it like that. What you should know is that that's usually with a bullish Bitcoin dominance, all right? So altcoins will dip down lower. But overall, I would say, looking at the fundamentals right now, looking at other circumstances such as the funding rates, open interest, I would say that's most likely. And then once we actually hit that previous all-time high, I think we're going higher, but I will try to keep you updated on that. So we'll see for now. That's what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.